Angles. Now this is where the sweet science comes alive. Putting your mind 2 steps ahead and putting yourself in positions that completely disrupt your opponent's next move. It's like a game of chess, except a lot more violent. Give me a few minutes of your time and I promise you, by the end of this, you'll feel like the love child of Lomachenko and Mike Tyson.
I eat your asshole alive, you bitch!
But on a more serious note, you'll have a completely new insight on how to position yourself in the ring, how to cut angles, and how to create openings that you never thought was possible. But enough of the chit chat, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. First up on the list, 45s. What we're trying to do here is make a 45-degree angle on our opponent. And for this particular angle, we're going to be jumping around our lead side. For this to work, you need to twist your body over to the lead side and make sure your weight is slightly dipped over the front leg. This will allow your hips to swing around and jump more freely on that 45-degree angle. Make sure you do load your hips, otherwise the jump will be slow and unexplosive. There's a few things we can do to get into this loaded position. We can do a basic dip, or throw any shot from the rear side, a straight, a hook, a body shot, or an uppercut. Lomachenko usually does these after throwing a straight shot. They also work really well in combinations as well. As long as you finish the combo with a shot from the rear side, you're in a perfect position to jump. And make sure you don't get caught mid-air. Get your hands up and keep them there the whole time. Step shifts. A quick and effective way to get around the rear side of our opponent and create really unique openings. Starting with a step. Take your rear foot and step it on the outside of your opponent's lead foot. When you are stepping, be cautious that you're not completely square on, otherwise your opponent will catch you on the way in. Make sure when you step, you're slightly dipping and twisting towards the rear side. But with that being said, don't completely look away, otherwise you won't be able to see what's happening when you shift. Everything should be looking good now, but there's one final thing. Don't forget to keep those hands up. And for the shift, you'll be jumping around the rear side. Land your lead foot where the rear foot originally was and put the rear foot behind you, landing in your nice original stance. And make sure when you land, you're dipped over the lead leg, ready to throw your shots. 99% of people get this angle wrong right at the end. Try not to ruin your stance by landing square on. I'm even guilty for this myself at times, but I have ultra instinct, so it doesn't really matter. Combinations work so nice with a step shift. Before doing the step, make sure your combo finishes with a rear hand, as this is the easiest way to blend it in. The D'Amato shift, a nice way to move left or right laterally across your opponent, phasing in and out of southpaw and orthodox, creating new unique angles. I'll explain this from an orthodox point of view. Start this angle by dipping over your left leg and then jump across your opponent and make sure you land dipped over the right leg in southpaw. Repeat this exact process, but this time dip over your right leg to start it off and then jump across your opponent, landing back into orthodox. The downside is these angles can be avoided with step backs, so try only do them when people cover up or if they're stuck on the ropes. Make sure your hands are up the entire time when doing these angles. If you're going to be throwing a shot when you land, make sure your hands stay up right up until the very second you're actually throwing it. Make sure that when you do the D'Amato shift, you're actually shifting into a new space. This makes it difficult for your opponent to track you and defend against your shots on that new angle. As you can see here, technically I'm doing the movements correctly, but I'm not moving anywhere and I'm a very easy target to hit if he chooses to counter me. Hop hops. Well, at least that's what I call them. These are a low effort, nice finishing touch on the previous angles that you made. After you finish your 45 and thrown a shot, take 2 small hops on the ball of your feet around your lead side. Make sure you're side on when you do this so you're ready to be in a perfect stance and throw your shots on the landing. When you are hopping around, make sure that you're not landing square on, otherwise you'll have no balance on the landing and you're at a much greater risk when the opponent attacks you. Same rules apply for the rear side, but we're doing this after a step shift. Soon as you landed the shot after the step shift, start your 2 hops and make sure you're landing in a nice balanced stance, ready to throw more shots on the landing. Guys, I promise you, these angles are so learnable, it does not matter what level you're at. You can literally learn them in your next gym session. I mean, all of my clients learn these within 60 minutes with me. Now, unfortunately, I can't be with all of you guys in person, but the next best thing would be joining my free school community in the pinned comments. If there's anything you're struggling with at all, please give me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.